So, I mean, some of these common mistakes, which just by going
Yeah.
through the processes that we talked about, taking the time, hiring the right assistant, putting the framework in place with start of day and end of day calls, giving instructions clearly using some of those tools will actually overcome most of these issues where people go wrong. I think not expecting not to find a super VA, that's a gimme. We understand that now. Not hiring the A players is just coming through to not having a system and process in place for finding the right people. Not trusting. This is another big issue I think people have. They often wonder, hey, if I've got these virtual team members and they're working in other parts of the world, how do I know that they're not just sitting watching cat videos on YouTube all day, or tweeting or social media all day? So there's an air of not trusting right up front, and then they get sort of persuaded by this idea that maybe they need screen capture software that they get their team member to install that takes periodic hourly snapshots of their desktop to make sure that they're working. Now, for me, I think that's a terrible work environment. I'd hate to be in that situation. You need to trust in your team. And this is the hardest part. Troy hit the nail on the head earlier, but you need to recognize you need to do this. There are good quality people out there if you take the time to find them and hire them, and you need to trust in them and let go. Always give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's not until something that arises that makes you think otherwise that you might sort of start to question. But things like your end of day emails and getting them to list out how long certain tasks will take in those end of day emails can help alleviate some of that stress that they might not be doing the right thing. But it's that level of trust. My recommendation is do not install one of those screen capture software. It's like going into a marriage with a prenuptial agreement
Mm.
right up front. You're saying, I don't trust you. And that's not the right way to start a good relationship with someone. Um, Giving the clear instructions is another real key one. Just I think videos are the best way to do that. At least it works for me. But that's where people often find that, oh, this outsourcing thing doesn't work. But it comes down to not giving those clear instructions and treating virtual team members like they're real world team members. The recruiting process that I just took you through before, that's how you might hire someone in the real world. Uh, People, for some reason, think that when you're online, something's different, but the same processes and procedures sort of remain the same. So there's some of the common mistakes.